For a long time, trust felt like a distant memory. A series of bad encounters had left me closed off, questioning the world around me. But one day, I decided to step away from the patterns, to escape the noise and maybe to start fresh. I booked a flight to Portugal, not because I thought it would fix everything, but because I needed to see things differently. I needed to let go of the past, even if it was just for a little while. The start to every journey is the trek to your destination. Taking a train right after a long-haul flight feels like a tease, just because you are there, just not fully there. The thing about this is you can take a peek at the countryside and the towns you pass through, leaving a bit of curiosity and excitement of what's to come. When I first arrived in Porto, everything felt so still. As the place awakens, its inhabitants pause for a simple breakfast. As the world stretches into the day, the city moves at its own pace. No rush, no pressure. The morning market is full of colorful stalls, overflowing with fresh produce and local goods. But the life of the city and where it's all at is down by the river. This was where I began to feel a shift inside of me. The people were warm, the atmosphere had a welcoming energy, and it felt as though everyone was just a friendly neighbor, eager to enjoy life and share in the moment. The streets and alleys seemed to tell their own story. With each step, the weight of the past began to ease. And for the first time in a long while, I felt free to explore without fear or hesitation. Slowly, I started to feel like myself again. I guess filming and traveling does that to me. The architecture of Porto added another layer to the city's charm. It really is something else. I mean, look at all the details that went into their buildings and sculptures. It's insane what humans did back then. My first time exploring Porto felt just right. 2 days of wandering through its streets, admiring the architecture and its vibrant colors. Sipping wine and savoring fresh seafood was more than enough. It never felt like I was missing out on anything. Even embracing the role of a tourist was enjoyable, like visiting a touristy sardine shop. And that's something I don't usually do when I travel. All in all, this was the perfect way to kick off my trip. I truly enjoyed the vibe, and it helped me break free from the rut I've been in. While I can't say I explored every corner of the city, I know that I'll be back for more in the future. As I continue to travel, there's always something that tags along with me. This is the level 8 luminous textured carry-on luggage. When it comes to travel, I prefer keeping things lightweight and compact. And the level 8 luminous texture carry-on luggage delivers just that. It's got TSA locks for your security, and zippers that just feel good and durable. On the inside, you got 2 mesh-covered flaps to keep your items secured. With its spacious interior, you'll be amazed at how much you can fit in here, whether it's clothing, gadgets, or even a few extra items for those unexpected travel needs. The design ensures that you can pack efficiently while keeping everything neatly organized. One of the mesh flaps has 2 smaller compartments. This is where you can store smaller items. With its sleek and modern design, along with its functionality, it's a luggage that is reliable and looks good. At the end of the day, The level 8 luminous texture carry-on luggage isn't just a luggage. It's like a reliable travel companion that effortlessly holds all your essentials, ensuring a smooth and organized journey. It offers peace of mind, knowing your belongings are secured and easily accessible wherever your travel takes you. Be sure to take advantage of the special offer by checking out the link in the description. Apply the promo code to save on your purchase and enhance your travel experience. Now, let's go to Lisbon. Lisbon felt like a different world altogether. The energy here was alive and well. At first I was swept up in it all, and found myself in different alleys, like this one here. I discovered what a bifana was. It literally became my everyday meal while traveling the city. And again, I'm a sucker for historical architecture. People had amazing passions creating these works of art. I was almost able to let go of all my troubles that I had before the start of this trip. But then a moment of doubt crept in. I met a group of students, and while their intentions were nothing but friendly, something inside of me pulled back. They asked me, "Do you speak English?" And looking back, I knew they were asking tourists to do a survey. But I responded with, "No, I do not speak English in perfect English." They were stunned and confused, and I quickly scurried away like nothing had happened. As I was walking away, I realized something. It wasn't Lisbon that was the problem, it was me. I had to decide, would I keep letting fear hold back from experiencing everything this trip had to offer, or was it time to truly embrace it? I realized that the key to seeing people differently wasn't about staying protected or avoiding every new encounter. It was about simply walking away from fear. Plus, it was Christmas. I had to enjoy the festivities and holiday vibes. There were so many markets scattered around the city, and the lights lit up everything. Lisbon really did a lot to bring out the holiday spirit. And what better way to spend it than with a camera to capture it all? You know, there are some things that are just a bit further out. Though there's not much else in the area, but hey, it's my first time. What else can I say? The Feira de Ladra. If there's one thing you cannot miss in Lisbon, it's the vibrant, chaotic, and colorful flea market. Vendors, merchants, artists, travelers. It's a collision of lives and stories. This is the place where I got some small tile souvenirs. I mean, how can you not get something in a market like this? But my favorite thing about Lisbon is getting lost in the Alfama alleyways. Every turn is like a new discovery. Here, getting lost isn't a mistake, but the best way to truly explore this area. You know though, this was pretty hilly, and definitely got my legs working. Alfama is one of the oldest neighborhoods in Lisbon, and its maze-like streets were once designed to confuse invaders. But not enough to confuse me with my Google Maps at hand. The best way to treat yourself after all of this is some Portuguese-style croissants. At the end of it all, I think Portugal helped me reconnect with who I truly am. From the stunning architecture to the rhythm of the streets. From the warmth of the people to the simple delicacies like that of a Portuguese egg tart. It all reminded me that sometimes all it takes is stepping away from the familiar. This journey wasn't about exploring a new place, it was about rediscovering trust in myself and in others. Life is good, and I've learned the best way to keep that feeling alive is to embrace the unknown, break free from fear, and keep exploring.